everyone. My name is Brittany, aka Miss Tampa Bay. Hey, Miss Tampa Bay. Hey, Miss Tampa Bay. Yes, of course, I am from Tampa, Florida. Um, Welcome to my channel, guys. I still get a little nervous and everything. I did put my kids to sleep. Well, they're not asleep. I put them in the bed, but you're gonna hear some children, okay? You're gonna hear children in the background. But I just wanted to talk about basically like YouTube life, whatever, a late night chit chat, I guess. So I started my YouTube channel back in 2011, was not consistent at all. I always wanted to do YouTube, but at the time I started YouTube, I was going through a divorce. Well, not a divorce at the time. We were just getting separated, but we end up getting back together or whatever. I was just going through some stuff, okay? A girl was going through some stuff. And each time I tried YouTube, it was just almost, I guess it wasn't the right time for me. And I just kept using that excuse, not the right time. But you know what? I was like, I'm just going to do it. I think all in all, I just didn't want to be vulnerable. I didn't want to be embarrassed. I was afraid about what people would say or think. You know what I mean? Um, so your girl is going to do YouTube. I'm going hard at it. And I just want you guys to see a little bit or a lot of what goes in my life, what goes on in my life. And I want you guys to watch my journey as I grow. You know what I mean? If you don't, hopefully you get to know what I mean. Um, I am a mother of three. I have three girls. I have no boys. And my oldest daughter, she comes on holidays. She lives with her father, my ex-husband, in Colorado. She lives with her dad and her stepmom, and she comes for the holidays in summer. And so I do have. She's the oldest. She'll be 14 next month. I do have a 6-year old, and I do have a 4-year old. Okay, the my 6-year old is autistic, and my 4-year old is going on 40, y'all. Like, real. She's going on 40. But, anywho, I watch a few YouTubers, and I'm not going to lie, my favorite YouTuber, one of my favorite YouTubers is Peach McIntyre. We have similar stories. We're both, I believe was born in Tampa Bay. But what I like about her, she just started out and she did it. Like, she is doing what I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And what hindered me most of the time is myself because I was afraid. And so I've been just studying and listening to her basically. And I have not been consistent, y'all, all these years. I'll drop a video one year, a whole 12 months to go by. Maybe I'll drop another video. I'll be gone for 2 years. You know what I mean? So I made it a point. I started 8 days ago to post a video every day. So she said she was posting like 5 videos a day. I can't do that. I could do it, but I'll be extremely tired. So I was like, okay, Brittany, what would make sense for you to be consistent? You know, you won't be able to do five. That's like unrealistic right now for you. You work a full time job. I was working 60 hours a week. I slowed down, y'all. Last week, I worked only 40 hours. And I was like, I'm going to put my attention to YouTube because I'm sitting here busting my gluteus maximus so hard at someone else's business, right? And the main thing that I want to do, I can't do it because I'm putting all my attention here. Like, basically, all my eggs are going in that one basket plus OT. And I had no time basically for my business or what I want to do, right? So I was like, you know what? My daughter's going to be here this summer, like any other summer, and we're going to go hard on YouTube. We're going to be vulnerable. We're going to post our life, trying on. We're going to just post. So, Brittany, what you're going to do is at least post one video a day. At least one video a day. And we're going to do at least one short per day. And so I was just taking bits and pieces from, Peach McIntyre and trying to make it my own. So basically, y'all know what? When I sat down and said Brittany, and Brittany said, huh? I was like, girl, we gonna do this. We gonna do this one video a day and we gonna see what happens. Guess what, y'all? This is exciting to me. It may not be exciting to you guys, but this is so exciting to me. 7 days ago, when I made up in my mind I was gonna do this and post every day or whatever, y'all, I gained 10 subscribers. They were not family members. They were not friends. I don't know these people, and I want to thank you guys. Anybody who subscribed to my channel, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm going to keep pushing out content. And anyone who just watched my videos and didn't subscribe yet, I'm saying yet, keep watching, keep subscribing. And I did get some comments and things. I did respond to some comments. I did heart some comments, like some comments. If you comment, I'm going to do my best to comment. If I'm waking up in the middle of the night using the bathroom, I'm going to respond to your comment because, y'all, it's literally almost like I'm eating, thinking, and breathing YouTube. So I'm always checking my analytics. And I'm not a pro at analytics, but I just check them. I check them. And so just grow on this journey with me, guys. And it's just so many things I want to do. It's just so many things I want to do. Like right now in Tampa Bay, the housing market, y'all, it is redonkulous. So like 3 years ago, when you will think, okay, yeah, you have a decent job, girl, you could move just about anywhere. Yeah, that was the case. But now that's not the case, and I'm working that same job, and it was good money, you know what I mean? But now it's like, no, it's not good money anymore. So y'all, if there is something that you want to do for yourself, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Everybody don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Everybody don't want to be a YouTuber. Everybody don't want their own business. But if that is your desire, go for it. If that's what you really want, go for it. Any fear that you have, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Like, get that fear out of your mind. It starts here. It took me almost 37 years to figure that out. You hear everybody saying it, you hear people think, but sometimes it takes people a while to get that aha moment. You know what I mean? If you fail at a business, get up and try again. If you fail at that second business, get up and try again. If you want to start another business, do it. Like, life is too short, y'all. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us. You know what I mean? But while we are here, make the most of life. You know what I mean? Make the most of life. So let me tell you my goal, guys. And I want you guys to tell me your goals too. It doesn't matter if it could be about anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be about YouTube. But my goal for YouTube, I want to be monetized before this year is up. I want to be able to post different types of videos that's just going to help anybody, or I want to help people. I want to make people smile, cuz sometimes all a person need is to be able to smile, or all a person need is to be like, wow, I thought I was the only one going through this. But girl, you going through that too? We can help each other out. Like, I'm not alone. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy because a lot of times we go through stuff by ourselves. Like, it's so much things, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. We go through life sometimes on autopilot, get up, get the kids ready for school, go to work, come home, get ready for bed, and do the exact same thing all over again. And a lot of times when we have children, we forget that we have a life as well, or we had a life, or we had dreams and ambitions. And, you know, sometimes, like when you have children, and how can I put this? You have children and you put your life on hold basically. So I had to remember, okay, Brittany, you were going this straight arrow. Had to take some detours, but remember, you're still going to that same destination. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that made sense to y'all, but it sounded good right there. It made sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, I have to keep going. I have to push. I refuse. I refuse to give another 9 to 5 my whole life. I will not do it. I will not do it. I will not do it. I won't. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it. So, what are your what are you guys' goals? Put it in the comments. What is something that you always wanted to do, and you let yourself get in the way? That's how I was. But I declare, I will shout it out. I will not let myself get in the way anymore because I'm afraid. Mm-mm. I'm not going to do it. And then, like, I was like, people are going to judge me because I'm going to be saying all types of stuff on this channel. Um, I'm going to be helping people. Like, I do not want to be wrapped in a bubble of fear, if that makes any sense. But anywho, I'm gonna do this YouTube journey. Hopefully you guys take this journey with me. Hopefully you guys learn something from this channel. Hopefully you guys learn something from me, or something I learned from Peach and telling you guys, or something I learned from somewhere. I just hope my videos help somebody. So, speaking of this housing situation that's going on in Tampa Bay, so a lot of the apartments now, like a lot of the income restricted apartments now, if you make like less than 40, I think it's 50 or $45,000, now you qualify to live in those income restricted um apartments. You have to have so many dependents. I believe if you have 3 or 4 dependents, you can make 45 to $50,000. Don't quote me on it right now. I will do my research. I am going to pull up a list of apartments and let you know exactly what the income requirements is. I will do that this week. And I will post it and explain it and tell y'all exactly where it is, this, that, and the other. As far as right now, the pandemic EBT has not been renewed for the state of Florida. That may or may not change. I'm not sure, but I will let you guys know. Um, as far as housing goes, if you are considered a senior citizen and you have nowhere to go, try to get in the assisted living facility. Um, I will look those up. Like, it's so many different resources, but since 2020, it's been hard to get. So if if you're able and eligible to get on any type of wait list, do it. I don't care if they say the waiting list is 5 years, do it. Because a lot of time, like when I was back in 2015, I actually applied for Section 8, which I qualified for. I was a college student. I had a job, wasn't making that much, but I think I was making about $15 an hour. So I got on that Section 8 waiting list. Y'all, they called me last October. or October, last October, and was like, hey, you're up on the list. Guess what, y'all? Went up there, submitted all my paycheck stubs, everything that they need. 2020, I stayed in the house. I never left my house unless I walked to go to check the mailbox. All the groceries was delivered here. I Y'all, my car stayed out there. Sometimes I just had to go out there, crank it up. I'll pull it up and back it up and come back in the house. Like the whole 2020. 2021, y'all, that rent was like crazy. Like I was hearing people say there's nowhere to stay. They couldn't afford, like where they were living currently, they couldn't even afford it anymore. And those were the people that was still blessed to have their jobs. You know what I mean? It was people that were making, not just, people who making $10 an hour. I think that's like the Florida minimum wage. It was people making $25 an hour, $30 an hour who could not no longer afford where they were living because the rent was just jumping and jumping. Even in the income restricted apartments, like some people were like, oh, my rent went up for the fourth time this year. My rent went up for the fifth. I can't afford this. It's crazy. And so I'm like, wow. So when I was I'm like, okay, it's time for me to move. You know what I mean? I gotta, I'm doing all right for myself. Let me move. So I'm like, okay. Usually the qualifications is, okay, you have to have a steady job. You need to give, them the paycheck stubs. And you have to make at least twice the amount of rent. Y'all, not anymore. You need to make a lot of the apartments and houses for rent here in Tampa, Florida. You have to make 3 to 3.5 times the rent. So at first I was like, thought it was just that couple apartments over there on Bruce B. Downs. So I was like, okay, I like the new Tampa area. Let me check out what they have. And so the man was like, okay, so the apartment, $1,900. I said, okay, cool. He was like, it's a 2-2, blah, blah, blah. And he took me to go see it and then went back to his desk. He was like, you have to make 3.5 times the rent. That's when, y'all, I'm turning on my little light. Y'all, my jaw like literally dropped. So I'm like, okay, I could pay the $1,900 a month. I can do that, sir. But he was like looking at my paycheck stubs, or he like literally looking at them, and he was like, I see, you make decent money, but you have to make 3.5 times the rent. I was like, y'all, I could not believe it. I could not believe it at all. So I went to a different apartment. This one was a little cheaper. It was like $1,870 or something like that. Same thing. I was like, what? What is the world coming to? And so I was like, dang, like why? So all up Bruce B. Downs, okay? So I'm like, okay, let me go closer to the hood or whatever. So up the road on like Bears and 22nd, they have some apartments or whatever. I forgot what it's called. 22nd North or something. I don't know. So I called them, and then the man on the phone, he was like, yeah, we don't have any available right now. There is a wait list. It's about 6 to 9 months. And the apartments are 15, he said 1570, and you have to make 3.5 times the rent. I'm like, okay, now this is ridiculous because this is like over there is like one of the poorest areas. How in the world? And they said they don't take Section 8, which I don't have the Section 8 voucher. I wasn't getting the Section 8 voucher. I'm like, how are these people how are they paying the rent, y'all? Like, if y'all know, like, give me some tips. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay where I am. I am going to do what I said I was going to do. And I am not going to leave until I make it on YouTube. because this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. And people always like, oh, why won't you do this? Why won't you do that? This, that, and the up. Nope. And I refuse to get in an apartment that would allow me to get in there or whatever, and then the rent goes up $300-400 when it's time to renew the lease. So I'm like, since I've been here, they have not went up one time. And most people, like one of my cousins needed a place to stay, and there was an opening here, and she was like, oh, I would never. Oh, I would never. Okay, well, keep going couch to couch to couch to couch. Oh, I would never. Yeah. So that's a little backstory or whatever. Like, I'm gonna do this. I want to be monetized by the end of the year. So by December 31st, I would love to be monetized. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep doing exactly what Peach said, but I make it realistic for me. You know what I mean? So if you haven't checked out Peach McIntyre's page, go check out a lot of her old videos from like a year ago and make it realistic or feasible for you. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm sorry this video was long and drawn out, and I was talking a lot, but I hope you like me. I like you. And thank you guys for watching this. I really appreciate it. And let's grow together. So if you do have a YouTube channel and you want me to check it out, let me know in the comments. Long as you know it's a respectful YouTube channel, like I'm not into like any violence or anything like that, let me know, and your girl would check it out, and I will leave a comment. I'm not going to just watch a second of it or a minute of it. I will actually watch your YouTube channel, and I will let you know if I like it. And if I like it, I will subscribe to your channel. And that's real talk. So let's grow together. You know what I mean? I don't do sub for sub. I'm not doing that. I don't do that. But if you want me to check out your channel, I will do it. And if I like it, I'm gonna hit that thumbs up, I'm gonna hit that bell, and I'm gonna subscribe. So thank you guys for watching. Again, my name is Brittany, aka Miss Tampa Bay. Hey, so join this journey with me.